Let's see. Share to copy link. Copy the Twitch link, I guess. Yes. Close that. Oh, not transmission aborted. What does that mean? Transmission aborted. Okay, it's still working. I can't share the link. If I share the link, it backs out and says transmission aborted. So we'll wait till some people join. We made it to Nashville. We actually went out and walked around, but I don't know. We didn't record today. We'll probably record or stream or something tomorrow when we go out and walk around. Damn it. What's up, sister to some? We are here. We made it to Nashville. We got here later than we thought, but we gained an hour too, so that wasn't bad. I think Mariah's taking a shower. It's just me and Mariah here tonight. It's fine. I don't know. I don't know what the actual temperature is, but it's like, I don't know, t-shirt weather, so works for me. I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time. Yeah, we're doing all right. Getting by. What's up, Michaela Robertson? Does your sister live there? No. I have a sister that lives the same place I live and a sister that lives in Kentucky. We're here for Liam's competition. Watching basketball. Who's playing? We are actually sitting. I can see the. I can show you. I can see the Titans Stadium from here. I don't know how well to show up, but Nissan Stadium or whatever. Let's see. Let's flip the camera. There it is. Rear. Can you guys see that? This is a stadium here. Like, that's the stadium lights, and that sign right there actually says Nissan, but it's overexposed. You can see the Nissan right there? That's the Titan Stadium. Behind, this is obviously a bridge, like close, but behind the bridge is the Nissan Stadium or whatever it's called. And then over there, Shellis Poles, I think that's Top Golf. Thought it was a baseball field, but I think it's Top Golf. And that bridge is pretty cool. It's like one of those railroad turntable bridges. So this center is like a pinion, right? It spins on this center. And then these two supports, it'll spin sideways so boats can get up and down the river. It's a cool railroad bridge. There you go. The stadium. There's so. My nephew told me like all of Tennessee schools are like on a spring break this weekend or this week. So it's going to be crowded. And I don't know how crowded Nashville normally is, but it is crowded, and there are a lot of party people here. We were overhearing some crazy conversations earlier. Like some wild conversation about buttholes and vaginas and all kinds of stuff. Navy SEALs. It's wild. Oh, there's Miranda. I thought you were in the shower.
I'm going to be in a second.
I'm flipping it to you. Well, don't announce it to everybody. She was screaming, "I don't have a bra on," while trying to cover her pancake areolas. Well, so originally it was everybody's supposed to come down tonight. We were just going to get here at different times. Like me and Mariah were going to be the earliest. My nephew and my sister were supposed to be here later, but then my sister got sick. My nephew just got back from Chicago, so they're actually coming down in the morning. So just be me and Mariah tonight, and then they'll be here tomorrow night, and then the next night we leave. And then Mariah doesn't trust our son to take his clothes with him, so we had to go to his hotel and drop off his sports jacket because apparently he's some type of child that can't be trusted with a sports jacket on the bus like every other kid, but whatever. We basically went to like downtown Nashville where everybody's Jelly Rolls bars down there, like all the singers bars and shit. And then we just ate at Raising Cane's. I didn't want to go into like a bar. But I would have streamed it, but we were just going to go somewhere close to eat. And then we saw the lights and we walked down there. It kept expanding. And then I was too deep into it. So I didn't stream that part, but we'll go out tomorrow, and tomorrow day before the competition starts at 3, and then we'll go out after the competition, so tomorrow night, and we'll probably live stream both those. Somebody just made a donation after the show last night and said enjoy Nashville, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. I can't remember the name, but I'll look it up when I get back, and thank you. But we are in an Airbnb. It's not too bad. We're like a block and a half away from the courthouse, and maybe like 3 blocks from like all the bar, like Jason Aldean's bar and Jelly Roll's bar and shit. Yeah, it's not too bad. No, I've said repeatedly, I cannot live stream or record or do. I can't even have my cell phone in the courthouse. It's a courthouse. Yeah, they're not going to allow that, but we're not far from it. So, actually, they were like the biggest problem with the courthouse was the parking, and you have to pay to park. So, I got an Airbnb close enough to where we can just walk. I hope. Not to worry about it. I don't know who that person is. I really don't care. Weird troll. We are on right on the river, so there you go. Take notes and read them to us. Yes, I'll do one of those. You know, part of the competition. What do they call a courthouse like artist? What do they call that? Like the person who does the drawing in the courthouse. That's part of the competition. We have a girl from the art class, like she's in art or whatever, and she's part of like that's like part of the scoring. She draws on the thing. That's part of the competition. There's like it wasn't like no, it's not a police sketch artist. There's like literally a person, stenographer would be typing. There's a person in the courthouse. You always see it with like high profile cases where there's like this smeary kind of fast drawn watercolor, and like that goes with the case. That's part of the competition. Like they get graded on that as well. What if you won, but like everything else was tied, and then one person had like stick figures and the other person had like a Mona Lisa? That'd be funny. Please don't, because the next thing you'll come back with is in Colombia, the purity of cocaine is 99.3%, says court reporter. And then I'll be like, where the fuck did you get that from? What did you fucking Google? Like, please don't. Pantera or Megadeth? I like them both. Probably Megadeth, if I had to pick one. Uh-oh, some of our neighbors are back. I hear neighbors talking. Anyways, I was going to go to Jelly Roll's bar and record a video, like an expose, tell them that I was there for Ryan Upchurch to kick the door down and start dragging out the hostages, but Mariah wouldn't let me. And then Mariah had the bright idea that she could rent an electric scooter by her. I was like, there's no way, right? You would have to like sit on the handlebars or something. Like, I can ride an electric scooter, right? I don't think you have the mobility, the balance to ride it. And she's like, I think I could do it. She cannot. There's no way. We'd already been in the emergency room. 100%. The best brown eyes, always. You can't. And then she asked me, this is what she asked me. She said, how do you balance on an electric bike if they don't have pedals? How do you put your feet on the ground?
Will you be such cool?
That sounds like someone who can't ride an electric bike. Or a regular bike, for that matter. The fuck does pedals have to do with putting your feet on the ground? I don't understand. Literally nothing. That's the answer. Look at this wallpaper.
My feet can't reach the ground.
That doesn't matter. What's that have to do with pedals then, bitch? If your feet can't reach the ground, you'll just tip over. I think she's making it up as she goes along. But anyways, they have all those Lime or there's different companies that do all the rental scooters, the electric scooters and the electric bicycles and shit in town. You use like your phone to rent them by the minute or mile or something. The drive wasn't bad. The same stupid shit as always. Like fucking, I always get in some type of traffic that'll literally go like 110 miles an hour for like a quarter mile and then lock up the fucking brakes. And then it'll do that for the next 15 miles. And then you get to the front of that and you're like, what the fuck was going on? Like what happened? There was no wreck. There's no cop. There's no slowdown. There's nothing in the road. It's just people fucking around, I guess. Where are you? Alberta, Canada. There's a crude oil trade show going on this weekend. And I am here giving a speech about the benefits of petroleum jelly. It's not only a lubricant, it's a moisturizer. And a lot of people don't know that, but that's my opening line. Anyways, all the bars. We ate at Raising Cane's. I love that fucking cane sauce shit they got. That's what makes me fat. But we just got chicken tenders. I didn't want to go in a bar because I had my muscatool with me. I didn't know if they were like wanding people and shit like a club, but they weren't. So we might go to a bar or place next time. We'll see how that works out. I think tomorrow I might go live on TikTok at some point. I need to eventually get to where I introduce people to my TikTok channel instead of just my Twitch and my YouTube. So, Jesus hates me, Shade Gamer. I have no blessings, zero blessings. I'm negative blessings. I'm from Tennessee, and I'm from Northeast Tennessee, but we're currently in Nashville. My son's in a mock trial state tournament down here. They won the regional, and now they're at the state tournament. It's going the next 2 days at the courthouse down here. People always ask me where my accent's from, and I always immediately answer with Alberta, Canada. He does not love me. He hates me. In fact, I talked to him once on mushrooms, and he told me, "Depart from me, wicked one. I know ye not." And I thought, who still uses ye not? He's pretty chill, though. Alberta, that's right. Alberta, Canada. That's it. How close? We're gonna walk. We walked past that time. It's like a block and a half or something. There is about 1 block away is like it's definitely a medical building because they got big backup generators. I noticed that on the way back, but it also looks like a rehab / halfway house. There was some roughness going on. We walked that block, but we don't have to go that way when we go to the competition. But there was definitely some mental illness being shared out on the fucking out on the sidewalk. Oh no, he hates me. And mushrooms, I think. Mushrooms make me closer to Gaia. Tell them about the one Mariah got hit on by some crackhead. He goes, "Damn, baby girl, bounce them things this way." And Mariah's like, "Okay." And she started shimmying. It was weird. That's what he said. He didn't have no fucking teeth but these bottom 2 ones right here. And he said, "Damn, baby girl, bounce it over this way." And she's like, "Okay." And she fucking... She said, let me put it on you, Big Daddy. It was very weird. Liam said he was nervous. He said, he didn't tell us. He told my nephew's coming, and my nephew's coming because he was in the state tournament or whatever, and he wanted to see Liam compete. And when my nephew asked him about it, and they were trying on different suit jackets or whatever, he's like, yeah, I'm nervous because there's a bunch of private schools and like schools with more money and they have more time to practice and blah, blah, blah. But when I asked him, he's like, whatever. We'll see. I guess if they... I don't know. There's a bunch of private schools. There are some schools that teach mock trial. Like Liam does that as like an after-school program, and basically they practice a couple times a week, and whatever. But there are some private schools that teach it as their first semester. So like you go from, when you go to school in the fall until winter, that first semester is until Christmas. That first semester is mock trial. So they practice 5 days a week, couple hours a day. So they've obviously practiced a lot more, but whatever. There's a bunch of private schools that usually do really good. All Girls Academy and another private school that's all boys, and then a couple different mixed private schools. Their parents are probably all lawyers, probably. Liam's parents a crazy person, plus Mariah. It is the state competition. That's in Nashville. They didn't have like a local. It's just like regional then state. And in regional, we were up against, I don't know, 6 other counties or something. And they picked only the number 1 seed from there goes on. And I think it's like it's like almost like a round robin tournament. It's hard to explain, but yeah, this 2 days of tournaments. Everybody's going to basically face everybody, or a school that's already been faced by that school. I don't know how to describe it, but it's 2 days. And then tomorrow they start eliminations, and the longer you're there tomorrow, the further you got. So like the winner, they said if we won, then the kids might not be home till like 3 a.m. in the morning. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I'm already thinking about Friday. On Saturday. They might not be home till like 3 in the morning on Sunday. A wooden person, you think it's my first day on the internet? I am the internet, motherfucker. Nothing really eventful happened. When we went to leave, they were paving our road finally, from where it was destroyed from the Hurricane Helene. So we were stuck like on our fucking road for almost an hour, like our tiny ass little road. But basically, like because it's like it's not 2 lanes, it's like 1.5 lane, right? And you have to pull over for other people, and once they start backing a truck in from like the very first, it's like 2.2 miles or something. When I had to walk it in during the right after the hurricane, I was bringing like food and water and gas in. It's like 2.3 miles. I can't remember, but basically, as soon as they start backing a truck in, like a truck with a load of asphalt on it, he's not gonna see you, so like you can't get and like pass him or whatever. Dump trucks are too big to pass, so you just gotta wait for him to come all the way back, fucking dump it all in the fucking paver, and then just keep fucking waiting. It took forever. Like when we first got there was a truck just finishing up, dumping its asphalt into the paver, and then it left, but they had already started backing another truck in with a load of pavement. So we ended up being there for like, I don't know, like 50-some minutes before we could get out. Which, I mean, the guy was nuts about it. He's like, sorry, this is what we got to do. And I was like, whatever. We'll wait, I guess. And we had to pick up Ollie and drop him off at his grandma's. He would not sit in the courtroom for fucking hours on end tomorrow and the next day. Oh, look who finally shows up. Asked Tuco. Atsuko told me today she's China first. I don't even know what that means, but it can't be good. I saw a fucking dumb piece of shit Trump when they were asking about a surprise attack, and he's with the fucking Japanese ambassador, and he's like, well, why don't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? He makes a fucking Pearl Harbor joke. How fucking out of touch is this motherfucker? I can't believe he just outright said, like, Israel decided to attack this infrastructure because they're mad. We had no idea about it. That tells you right there that Israel's in charge. Like, it's not like the U.S. and the Israel's on board with us. It's Israel's in charge, and they're doing what the fuck they want, and they tell us what to do. Crazy. I can't believe the PM would even visit Trump now. F her too. Yeah, but they did pull out of his, like, hey, we need a coalition force. They're like, maybe when it's much safer, we might send some ships over there to, like, ensure the peace stays, but we're not fucking clearing the strait. His flip flop. He's such a child, dude. Like, imagine being like a toddler. Like, I'll do it on my own. Can you help me? Oh, I never needed your help. Like, we don't need you. Stay away. We got it. Okay, this should have been a joint thing from the get go. Everybody needs to come. You guys get your oil from here. We'll help a lot, but no, we don't need anybody. They all said they weren't coming. We didn't need you anyways. We just wanted to include you, I guess. I don't know. He's an idiot. I do not mind being allies with Israel at all. I'm not saying that like we just leave them to get fucked or whatever, but we need to treat them like every other fucking ally, right? We don't send every other ally billions of fucking dollars every year to fund their defense. We don't catch spies within our government from every other ally and let them fucking go like they didn't do anything wrong. We don't fucking have dual citizenship fucking members all through our government and fucking super PACs ran by the wealthiest people. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't mind if they're another ally, like the UK's a fucking ally. Fine. But the fact they try to run shit, and Trump is the easiest fucking guy to flatter, plant a goddamn idea in his head, and then make him think he came up with it. Even fucking, what's his name? Mamdani was like, oh, don't you want to be the president who helped with housing? And they're like, Mamdani, do you still think he's a Nazi? And they're like, go ahead, or a fascist. They're like, go ahead, you can say it. Like, he whined and dined fucking Trump. And Trump's been talking shit about him for fucking months. Like, they should be every other ally. We should hold them to the exact same standard. The same thing with espionage. We catch them fucking spying. Like, there needs to be fucking consequences. They don't lead us the fuck around. There shouldn't be some guy giving Trump a pat on the back, calling him the first Jewish president. What? I don't know. We wouldn't treat Japan like that, right? We wouldn't treat the UK like that. We wouldn't treat Australia like that. I don't know. It's wild. And at first they said their excuse for this war is that they were an imminent nuclear threat. Tulsi Gabbard says that's not true, even though then she tries to backtrack it and says only the president can decide what's imminent. Then we find out it was just Israel was going to attack, and we're like, hey, I guess we better do it too. This is Trump's idea. They've got way too much pull in our country. And the fact that you can't even criticize how much money they get without being called an anti-Semite is wild. The fact that if you oppose this war, that's the same as being a fucking 1940s Nazi. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. He's going to end up dying in office. Then who knows what the fuck J.D. Vance is going to be like. But goddamn, he's rough. He's such an idiot, dude. I can't believe I voted for him in 2016. I don't know. Seems like we're kind of stuck there now. We're attacking infrastructure. We want a coalition force, so we don't want a coalition force. We're going to be there for a while. It's not going to be either one. Like Trump just says we won without actually making any changes and just backs the fuck out, lets Iran do their thing, and then open the strait. But I don't think Israel let him do that. He doesn't. He's losing that ability to do inside thoughts versus outside thoughts. Like whatever he thinks of just comes out. There is no like holding back of that internal dialogue. If he thinks of it, it's coming out. He's in bad shape. His fucking swollen ankles, his ordering shoes for everybody, and Kristi Noem might have got the best deal getting out to be the fucking shield of America, whatever the fuck she is. The envoy to the America's shield. It sounds like a fucking Marvel sequel. Like, what the fuck is her job? And they're like, she didn't get fired. She got a promotion. That's what fucking elder millennial's saying. You think she got fired? She got a promotion. Oh, really? Really? She had the largest fucking budget and hundreds of thousands of fucking employees. And now she's got 2 assistants and no budget. She's the envoy to the Shield of America? What the fuck? No one even knows what the fuck that is. She was part of the president's cabinet. A cabinet member. The secretary. No, not anymore. You don't like how Erica Kirk came out and said, well, you know, Charlie, every day when he came home, he'd say, Shabbat Shalom, and put his phone in the drawer. Put on his yarmulke and go, you know, slaughter a fattened calf. And people are like, what? I don't think he was Jewish. Oh, no, but yeah, he basically he was. He was Jewish. You know what I mean? The fuck? I remember him coming in on the weekend. He'd say, Shabbat Shalom. Really? Because he's recorded like 90% of his fucking life, and no one else has ever heard him say that. And you just happen to hear it every weekend? That seems kind of wild. He would just come in, Shabbat Shalom, Erica Kirk, my loving bride. Oh, dude. That is wild, dude. She went Israel first fast, dude. They must have come running with it. If they didn't have something to do with it, they came running with bags of cash, dude. They landed before he was done spurting out blood. They were on the tarmac with fucking bags of dollar bills running at him. That is insane. I just remember him on the weekends, on Saturday, that was his holy day. Shabbat Shalom. And he'd throw his phone in the drawer. It's fucking stupid, dude. I don't know. And then she's like, we were both pure. We didn't drink. We didn't party. He's the first guy I've ever been with. And there's like reality TV of her like fucking a bunch of dudes and getting drunk and talking about all the fun they have. Like, that's insane. Oh. Where's Daddy? He's on a blueberry mission with Jesus. Oh. Him and Jesus are picking blueberries. Oh, fuck. That little girl's gonna have blueberry PTSD. Every time she sees a blueberry, you'll freak the fuck out. Oh, it's funny sometimes to watch how they fucking panic. And then she fucking running around the stage with pyrotechnics and a goddamn Roman candle stuck out her ass while she's fucking flying around. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, dude. God damn. Yeah, fucking WWE SummerSlam. And they're like, this is just my husband's funeral. Should have mummified his ass with a little fucking Star of David and just took him from city to city. Like they did with, didn't they do Abraham Lincoln in a train car or whatever? Put him on a semi-trailer, solid glass. Sponsored by APAC. Next stop, Tel Aviv. I'm surprised she didn't sell his fucking ashes to the U.S. government so they could put them on fucking missiles to send to Tehran. A little bit of Charlie Kirk in there. America first. Get the fuck out of here. And then if I was still MAGA, like I voted for Trump in 2016. I was dumb. The way I was raised, my fucking parents, my upbringing, I was very small-minded. But if I was still MAGA, and the fact that it had like core tenets, like America first, we're doing this, you know, veterans, no foreign wars. And then now if you stick to those core tenets, Trump is making posts saying, shut the fuck up, I'm MAGA. And if you don't agree with me, then you're not MAGA. Like bullshit. Like you might have been the leader, you might have been the person that brought it to the forefront or whatever. You can't just say I'm it now and everybody's got to like Mark Levin and his micro penis. Get fucked, dude. If anybody ever says I've got a micro penis, I expect you guys to do better than Trump. Well, he's got a good heart. No, you better be like, his penis was gigantic. I've seen it. Shabbat shalom. Oh, fuck. Well, he's got a good heart. Can't believe people are attacking Mark Levin for his micro penis. And I'll tell you what, he's got a good heart. He's a good guy. Mark Levin's the guy that's grabbing him on the shoulder in that fucking press conference saying, I used to say he was our first Jewish president. Now he's our first Jewish president with 2 terms or whatever. 2 non-consecutive terms. And Trump's just smiling like hell and he's fucking jerking him around and shit. And Mark Levin was a never Trumper guy. Like in 2016, he was like, no, that's not our guy. I don't know. It's all fucking rigged, dude. It's all fucking APAC. We've let it go too far. And and APAC has a good, like they've got the idea right? Like we would never let like Russia, you know, have the influence APAC has. But if Russian agents in America got every wealthy Russian that exists around the world to donate to RushPAC or whatever, and then they donated as American citizens that are wealthy, like they can always say, well, you know, they're not representing Israel. They're representing Israelis in America. Jewish Americans, duh. Oh, okay. Makes sense. We're all allies. Turns out my NATO allies decided that it's not important to show up. Yeah, and that was the excuse they used for the first administration, right? The first administration, the excuse was, oh, it wasn't Trump. It was all the people he surrounded himself with. Yeah, but he hired all those people. And now we're seeing the exact same thing, right? As they slowly get rid of this person, that person, Dan Bongino and Kristi Noem, and they're all falling by the wayside over fucking Epstein and fucking assassinating American citizens in the street and shit. That they're going to start saying, oh, it wasn't Trump, right? He should have been running around with all that. He put those people in charge. He picked those people by hand. Like he went through and said, I want this person. It's the greatest person. He picked a goddamn TV host to be the head of the Department of Defense. He did that. He's got the least qualified fucking health secretary ever, or surgeon general ever, and health secretary. I forgot about RFK. Like, he picked those people. They're just idiots. But he picks people that, I won't say they'll never say no to him, but it is beyond the veil what it takes for those people to say no to him. Like, one of them might say no if he's like, hey, sacrifice your kid, you know, on top of the White House or some shit to AIPAC. But it takes way too much for them to say no. Like when Mark Kelly had to tell him, General Kelly had to tell him, like, we can't shoot protesters in the leg for being in a park. Like, we can't do that. They would shoot him in the leg. I don't know. Fucking crazy, dude. And then what's crazy is like just seeing something so simple. It's like he bought everybody and then every man in the administration those shoes. And he starts every cabinet meeting when he's meeting with them by saying, "You still like your shoes?" So they're afraid not to wear the shoes. And none of the shoes fit. None of the shoes, he guessed their sizes. They're too big, they're too small, they're too tight. They've probably got fucking blisters and shit. But they are so afraid not to wear the shoes because they know when they come in, he's going to say, "How are the shoes?" And they're going to have to say something positive to him. And if they're not wearing it, he's going to be like, "Why are you wearing the shoes?" They're scared. They're afraid of him. Fucking Marco Rubio's walking around in 2 goddamn boats, dude. It looks like he's wearing skis. But he can't say anything because it would offend Trump. And Marco Rubio used to give Trump hell, dude. Even after Trump was elected, he would hold Trump accountable. And then the only fucking person trying to hold him accountable on that side, or the only person like in mainstream media trying to hold him accountable on that side, Thomas Massie, and they started labeling him a leftist. What? Thomas Massie is a leftist? Okay. Because he wanted small government. He doesn't want to add to the debt. You know, and he wanted the Epstein files released. He's a leftist? Okay. And that fucking tool bag they're trying to get to run against Thomas Massie, where he's like, "Thomas Massie is with the ladies of The View, and we're for you." You nailed it, bro. I thought I was watching Eminem on 8 Mile. That was fucking sweet, dude. Killed it. Even Nick Fuentes jumping ship, dude, and being like, "Burn it down. Start over." Right? Trump has capitulated. We're done. He's actively telling people not to vote or vote Democrat, to burn this fucking thing to the ground and start investigations to figure out, like, it's all just fucking bullshit except for the enrichment of everybody around him. Like, everybody's family's getting contracts, everybody's getting money, his family's making billions of dollars, but everything else is just the worst fucking decisions they could possibly make as long as Donald Trump Jr. and them make fucking money. As long as Kristi Noem's fucking secretary's goddamn husband makes $40 billion recording her in a cowboy hat. As long as Corey Lewandowski gets to ride in the fuck plane, you know, like, it's crazy. Imagine having that plane with that fucking bedroom suite and that goddamn bar and like seven seats in it, and plus the bedroom, 2 showers, and they try telling Congress that's to transport fucking detainees. It's wild out here. Oh, that's a train going. I heard something. There's a train going across the bridge. It's like the Austin Powers plane. Yeah, the shaggin' wagon of the sky. That's what it is. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's wild. And they're trying to make fucking what's Kai Trump into an influencer. She's the most boring fucking person with a speech impediment I've ever seen in my life. She's like, "I might go bankrupt if I buy bananas." What? What are we doing here? You really know the plight of the common man? Nobody can afford a house. Nobody's got any extra money. Can't afford groceries and gas and shit. And they're like, "Look, Kai Trump is shopping at Erewhon. Don't you guys want to watch?" Benjamin Netanyahu glitching through his coffee cup. Just keep feeding the content machine, dude. full on Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, I mean, Project 2025 implemented fucking half the shit they still want to implement. And going after veterans, they're using an AI bot to go after veterans' disability claims now. They are going after, they're basically running a bot that's supposed to be able to identify statements that are not 100% truthful and then reopening those claims, which most veterans, once their claim's closed, if you don't fuck with it, right, then they actually tell you, like, let's say you have back problems and knee problems, and your back problem's really bad, so you get 100% for your back problem, right? They tell you you can still get medical care for your knees, but you don't want to open up a claim on your knees because you already got 100% on your back. That could actually fuck with, once you open up the claim, as long as it's closed, you're basically safe. But once you open it up on your knees and they start doing this and doing different calculations, they can fuck with your claim status. So opening up claims that have been closed for years is going to piss off. I mean, they're going to have some veterans go postal probably. I wouldn't doubt it. People that have fucking 10 years had 100% disability and not claimed half the shit because they didn't want to fuck it up because it takes them goddamn 10 years to get it straightened out the first time. Now they don't want to spend another 10 years fighting the VA. Then they open up a claim from some AI bot, which we all know how good AI is at identifying this shit. It'll have false positives. And then when it does and someone loses their fucking mind and shows up at the local VA to go postal, they'll try blaming it on leftists or something. They'll try blaming Biden and his border or some shit. I don't know. Shit's wild. It took me forever to get my VA claim, and then they went back in the file and said that it was actually messed up from years ago, that it should have been 100% from years and years ago. Blame Obama. Yeah. Something to do with Obama. Thanks a lot, Obama. I forgot we gained an hour. Yeah, it's just, yeah. That clock's wrong too. Oh, that clock's not even running. So you guys are an hour later. Tomorrow we don't have to be at the courthouse. The first competition starts at the first part of the competition starts at 3. So we'll probably get up. I might stream on TikTok. If you don't have my TikTok, it's just Cold Beer Confessional. You can find me. But I might stream on TikTok when we get up and go to town and get something to eat. And then we'll definitely be out that night. Like after the competition's over, Liam and his team go and do their thing and eat and have a dinner and celebration or whatever. And then it'll just be me, Mariah, and our family, I guess. We'll go out and do something. I'll try to stream it if you guys want to. Atsuko spamming the chat with a TikTok. What are you doing in Nashville? I'm here for a state competition for my son, for mock trial. We're here to watch. It starts tomorrow and Saturday, and it'll be over Saturday evening and night kind of deal. Is Liam excited? Yeah. I think he's nervous. He didn't tell us he was nervous, but I'm sure he is. Are you going to country music taverns? I'm going to go confront Jelly Roll and at his bar and ask him why he tried to have Nicole Arbor and Ryan Upchurch murdered together to make it seem like a murder-suicide pact. That's what I want to know. And who beat up Ryan Upchurch's dog that clearly got ran over by a car, but it was beat up with a bat? Who did that? And pisses me off, dude. Who supplied Ryan Upchurch with all that methamphetamine that made him come up with all these crazy ideas? I'm just going to go to Upchurch's bar or Jelly Roll's bar to see if I can get roofied like they claim. It's always a good time when it's a free time, right? Ryan's house smelled like diesel. Was that you? Were you wearing your diesel cologne? Were you wearing your diesel fuel cologne, Jelly? I don't know. They're going after him like crazy. Nicole Arbor, everything she said was, I have to give you this piece by piece so you guys don't think I'm crazy, right? But then she gave out all the pieces. She's like, tomorrow, I'm going to give it all to you. This is the last video before I give you every detail of what they actually did to me. And then the next video she makes, she's like, I'm not leading you on. There's other people looking into it, so now I can't say. Idiot. And then Ryan Upchurch's dog clearly got hit by a car and died, right? It was in the road, got hit by a car, had a tire track across it. Now he claims his neighbor came to him and told him, man, your dog was hit or kicked or beat or hit with a baseball bat. It didn't get run over by no car. I can tell. What? Assault and battery on the local bar, or on the local dog. What bar are we closing tonight? The bar on the headboard above the bed. We're old, dude. There are a bunch of, I guess a lot of these units are fucking Airbnbs, and there are a bunch of like Nashville party girls here, and all their cowboy boots and matching hats and shit. Mariah calls them woohoo girls. I don't know. I call them, stop showing me your tits, I'm married. I don't know. Okay, you can show me again, but remember, I'm married. Oh. Yeah, they're in the balcony above us. That was the ones that were talking about their buttholes and their vaginas and Navy SEALs and shit, loud as fuck while we were all out on the balcony. And Mariah was trying to eavesdrop. That was after she got hit on by the toothless guy, where he's like, bring them big melons over here, baby. She shimmied for him. I was aghast. My flabbers were gasted. It was bad. Lucky. What would she have done if I wouldn't have been there? Lap dances? I don't know. The world may never know. Atsuko, I'm pretty sure I saw you at a Buc-ee's in Sevierville, Tennessee today, okay? Pissed me off. I damn near choked on my brisket sandwich. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was a lost tourist Asian person. So touristy Asian person that they had to have a guy in the parking lot help them find their car. And then after he helped them find their car, they took a picture with him to commemorate the event. And then he went back to his car. It was wild. Mariah said it looked just like you. I don't know. Mariah's like, that looks just like her. Doppelgangers, I think is what the word she said doppelganger, but it was in Spanish or in Chinese. So
We were literally sitting there, and you looked to your left and was like, God damn it, Atsuko, don't sneak up on me.
She tried sneaking up on me. That's Atsuko. Don't do it. You would. That's what I was going to say earlier. You would make a good Nashville tourist. 2-gallon hat, some cowboy boots. Yeah. Can you say partner, Atsuko? Let me hear it. Yeah, I think it reminded me of You guys remember King of the Hill? You remember Khan, the neighbor from Laos? Right, they can hear you cackling.
I can't help it. That was funny.
Mariah thinks that, you know how sometimes you laugh so hard that you piss yourself, or especially women, they like piss themselves. Mariah thinks that the act of laughing produces urine. Not that your bladder's already full and laughing relaxes your bladder and you pee, or strains your bladder, like puts pressure on it, but like the act of laughing produces urine in the bladder. She tried to blame me for having to go piss.
It does. It literally builds it up and
It does not.
It out.
It doesn't. What is on your head? A towel? Well, she's just started to study. She is a study. Laugh jizz, says Bug Dude. Basically.
What's laugh jizz? Whatever you're like fidgeting with is
My nephew and shut up, Mariah. Shut up. My nephew and sister are supposed to be headed out tomorrow. My nephew, Seth, and my sister, and then his sister, which would be my niece, she's in Nashville, so I think she's coming by tomorrow too. We'll all be together. And then go to the competition at like 3 or something. Like I said, we're just a block away, so we can walk there. But we'll probably go get something to eat tomorrow, and I'll make a video or a live stream or something on TikTok. And then tomorrow evening we'll be alone again, or we'll be without Liam out the competition. After it's over, we'll live stream again. So if you want to hang out with us then. I'm sure you do. Every Asian tourist person likes food posts with a bunch of hashtags. I don't even think they eat. They just order stuff to take pictures of. Shrimp fried rice. Fa ra 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 ra. What do you?
What did you just say?
From the Christmas movie where they go to the Chinese diner and they go fa ra 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 ra. They're trying to sing Christmas Carol.
No, I don't remember. You made me spit out my line.
Oh, there you go. Bort watches everything. Bort will watch this. Bort will talk about it. Bort will be part of it. Bort will be like, my people never make donations so I can go out of town. I just want to get, be able to pay the rent, not 6 months behind. I want another sock. Oh, one sock Bert. The one sock bandit. Creepiest supernatural stories. I was once jerked off by a ghost. It was like this silhouetted figure at a camp I was at, and it came to me in the middle of the night and nudged me awake, and then it made me stand up on my bed, and it was silhouetted by the spotlight. I found out it was a counselor and his buddy with a spotlight, and they just gave me a hand job. It wasn't a ghost at all, but I did have an out-of-body experience, so there you go. It was a Christian camp.
You're so dumb.
That's the same place where I learned the secret Jesus handshake. It's also a hand job, and no one told me. I thought it was some type of Christian-only greeting. Oh, there goes a boat up the river with lights on, right? I just saw a red light going up what can only be the river, right?
Yeah, blue light.
Yes, when I walk into the room, the lights dim, and the ground vibrates, and suddenly I feel like my dick is in someone's butthole. It's actually called anal projection. It's weird. It tightens around it, and I feel like, man, that's different. Also, a distant voice starts screaming, wrong hole, and it echoes. That's anal projection. I'm by the sea. Happens to the best of us. You've never seen that movie where she's making fucking pottery and the ghost comes down there and swaddles her, like behind her or whatever? That movie's called Ghost, right? I think it's got Whoopi Goldberg in it. She's like a nun that sings or something, and she's too black a singer for the church, and they get mad at her. Sister. Roadhouse. Yeah, that is Roadhouse, I think. You're right. That's the name of it. That's what my papa told me when I was young. I was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. He had me on his knee and he said, if you ever meet a squirter, marry her. Women are like a brick wall. If you lay them right the first time, they'll be there forever.
I hate you.
How did you and Mariah meet? We were both in Tokyo visiting Atsuko, which we both knew, but we didn't know each other. And we were at her house, and she came out of the rice dungeon with a new platter of food, and we both reached for the last egg roll. And we ended up eating it. Like, have you ever seen The Lady and the Tramp, where they're sucking on the spaghetti noodle, and then they meet for a kiss? We both started eating the egg roll so fast, it was like we were giving a fucking blowjob to each end, and we met in the middle. We called it a cum-splosion. Yeah.
Tell the real story.
We were covered in cabbage for days.
You stalked me.
Atsuko made us leave after that. I think it was ripped off for Twilight. We grew up in this super shitty rainy town in Washington State, and then one day I was walking in front of a car, I was walking through the parking lot, and a car almost hit me, and Mariah came out of nowhere and shoved me out of the way and like shielded me from the car. And the sun came out and she shimmered a little bit, and I thought, man, that's how it all started. Love at first, near death experience. I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me $99 on a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line.
What? What does that mean? Is that a quote?
Well, I've been here for 10 long years, so I finally made the warden my friend. So he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of Old Red. Yeah, that's the movie Shawshank Redemption. You nailed it. The dog that he takes care of is named Shaw, and his nickname is Shank because he likes to stab people in prison. That's it. Shawshank Redemption. Nailed it. Oh shit! No, it's The Green Mile. There are two prison movies. I get them confused. Remember that one that says "Hold my hands, boss"? That's the one with the dog in it.
Yes, that's so sad.
Yeah, I think so.
And he coughs up a lot of like moss.
Mm-hmm. And they put honey and bees on him and have him in chains and whip him or whatever. And then he shows up in your nightmares.
Oh, that's Candyman.
He's played by Demi Moore.
What?
Demi Moore plays that black guy with the honeybees.
Here's Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell is the son of John Podesta.
I don't think they have the same last name then.
Hold my hands, boss. That was the first time I had kidney stones. Based at Suco, based.
What?
We've only done one movie recreation. It was Chitty Chitty Gang Bang.
What?
Chitty Chitty Gang Bang. You'll find out quick I don't watch blockbuster movies. I only watch the pornography parody. So I've never seen like Ghostbusters, but I saw Ghost Nutters, which was like the green ghost is now a blob of semen, and he goes around and freezes women, and then they bring their blasters in, and they fill them full of ectoplasm. I've never seen Ghostbusters, but I've seen Ghost Nutters. I hold myself to that. I only watch the pornography parody of the movies. I've never seen Star Wars. I've seen Star Whores, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return of the Clit. I've seen it twice in theater. Shaving Private Ryan's Privates. That's right. Shaving Ryan's Privates. I've seen that.
White wine. Moscato.
She made me buy her wine, white wine.
It's vacation, William.
Forrest Stump. Forrest Stump. I've seen that. Tom Wanks. That's it. Oh, there's some good ones. There's another boat, right? You're missing all the boats. On the Disney Channel, that's right. And when they instead of drawing the Disney thing, they draw a big penis with the wand, and the wand is a dick, obviously, on the Disney Channel. Yeah, the boat's out the window. We're right on the river. The Disney Channel. All right, guys. I guess that's it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to try to get up kind of early so we can go out and eat and hang out in Nashville before the stuff happens. Plus, my family will be getting here. I have to get them settled and stuff. And then maybe we'll stream on TikTok when we get up in the morning. Not early or nothing, but like when we go and eat before the competition. It'll be before lunch or before or around lunch. And then we'll be back to stream after the competition that night. And I'll let you know how they did. So thank you guys for joining us. If you want to support the show, you guys know how to do it. The mods have the link. Send me money so I can have fun in Nashville. I need to buy another sock And the amount of money you send is directly correlated to how much you love me. And I will never forget this, okay? I'm keeping a tab, much like Saint Nick. I keep a list and check it twice, okay? Thank you guys for joining us. Join us on TikTok tomorrow if you want to hang out. There's the link. There's the link to donate. Thank you, mods. I'll see you about the next one. Have a good night.
Good night.
Luke Bystalker. That's right. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you around the next one.